Hello and welcome to the Simply Financial Podcast. I'm today's host, Brett DiPasquale. Chris Calandra has asked me to review some important key topics in more detail recently discussed in his mid-year economic update. We'll continue to bring you short, informative episodes on topics designed to spark thought and expand your understanding of the financial world so you can make the best decisions for you and your family. Today's topic is a question you may or may not have asked yourself, or perhaps something you've quietly wondered about. How do financial planners actually get paid? If you've ever met with a planner and thought, wait, am I paying them or are they getting paid in some other way? You're not alone. The way planners get paid can actually impact the advice they give you. So let's break down the three main ways. First off, not all financial planners are the same. Some are independent, others work at banks, others work at insurance companies, some sell investment products, and others focus purely on planning. But when it comes to how they make money, there are three main models. Number one, fee only. Number two, commissions. And number three, fee based. Yes, different from fee only, and we're going to get into that in just a second. Let's start with the fee only financial planners. These folks get paid only by you, the client. No commissions, no products. Their job is to give you advice. They may charge in a few different ways. Number one, a flat fee, like $2,000 a year for a full financial plan, or to look over as a second set of eyes your current financial plan. Remember, advice only. Also, they charge or could charge on an hourly rate. So, like an attorney would, for instance. Third way is a percentage of the assets they manage for you. This is called AUM, or assets under management. Next, let's talk about the confusing one, fee-based. This is a hybrid model. Fee-based planners charge you for advice and may also earn commissions on the side from selling certain products. So maybe they help you build a plan and charge you a flat fee, but then they also get a commission if you buy an insurance product they recommend. The key here is transparency. Ask them if are you earning a commission on this, or are you acting as a fiduciary 100% of the time? Fee-based advisors can provide really solid advice, but you have to do your homework, know how their incentives line up with your goals, and also make sure everyone is on the same page and super transparent. The third way is commissions. If you're buying an insurance-based product, like an annuity or an insurance policy, the company offering the product pays a commission. Now, the upside, sometimes you don't pay anything up front or anything throughout the contract, since the insurance company's fee is already baked in. But the downside is pretty big if the advisor is purely commission-based. They may be incentivized to sell certain products, even if they're not the best fit for you. Now, that's not all the time, but just something to be aware of. So while commission-based planners aren't necessarily bad actors by any means, it's a model where you really need to ask questions and make sure the advice that you get is in your best interest, not just good for their bottom line. The word fiduciary is a word you may or may not have heard before. A fiduciary is required to act in your best interest legally, like an attorney or a doctor would be. It's important to ask your advisor if they're a fiduciary to determine the type of advice that you're getting. Look out for an upcoming episode more on fiduciaries, and we'll dive into that topic a little bit deeper. So, no matter who you work with, three key questions to ask them. Number one, how do you get paid? Number two, do you earn commissions? And number three, are you a fiduciary at all times? When you get the answers to these questions, it should be something that you feel comfortable with. I always tell people that you should always feel comfortable with the planner that you're working with. You should never be afraid to ask them questions. You should never be afraid to call them, and always be almost excited to answer their call, because they're there to work for you. So, wrapping up, how do financial planners get paid? We've already went through the three different options, but it depends. But now you know the models, some of the pros and cons, and the right questions to ask. Remember, the best financial planner for you is someone whose incentives are aligned with yours, whether that's fee-based, fee only, commissions, whatever it may be. Just make sure you understand what you're paying, who you're paying, and what you're getting. I hope you found today's episode enjoyable. As always, if you have any questions or any follow-up content for us, feel free to reach out. I look forward to speaking with you on the next podcast. Have a great day.
The views expressed are not necessarily the opinion of Osaic Wealth, Inc., and should not be construed directly or indirectly as an offer to buy or sell any securities mentioned herein. Investing is subject to risks, including loss of principal invested. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. No strategy can assure a profit nor protect against loss. Please note that individual situations can vary. Therefore, the information should be relied upon when coordinated with individual professional advice. Please note, the information being provided is strictly as a courtesy. When you link to any of the websites provided here, you are leaving this website. We make no representation as to the completeness or accuracy of information provided at these websites. Nor is the company liable for any direct or indirect technical or system issues, or any consequences arising out of your access to or your use of third-party technologies, websites, information, and programs made available through this website. When you access one of these websites, you are leaving our website and assume total responsibility and risk for your use of the websites you are linking to. Securities and advisory services are offered through Osaic Wealth, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Insurance services offered through Elliott Wealth Management Services, LLC, not affiliated with Osaic Wealth, Inc.